Every tip and trick that top champions use to be better than everybody else. This is every secret that every top champion gatekeeps. You need to be doing this if you want to get better at Rainbow Six Siege. Number one, pre-aiming. You don't need to hold angles too tightly, especially if you have a slower reaction time. For me personally, I use the outer edge of the 1.5 scope, that semicircle, to line up my angles because I know by the time I react, most people are going to be right on my reticle, so I don't have to flick to their head. You don't want to be right on the doorway, especially if you have a slower reaction time, because that means you have to react and then flick, which will make you slower. If you could just pre-aim where you know you're going to react, you're going to have a quicker reaction time. I know it seems kind of weird to not hold the angle as tightly as possible, but this will make you better. Number two, recoil. Stop using guns you cannot control. I've seen time and time again teammates in rank lobbies who use these guns that they cannot control. It is not a flex to use a high recoil gun. Most top champions use guns that they can control super easily. You're looking before nerf, the G36, but after the nerf, people use R4C all the time. The MPX has no recoil. The P10 has no recoil. Top champions consistently use these no recoil guns because it is easier. Less recoil means more kills. Number three, quick peeking. If you're quick peeking for information only, you want to hip fire quick peek. It's the fastest way to quick peek and to gather information. Also, hip firing quick peeking is really, really good with a shotgun. You can get a pump off and get behind cover without even being seen half the time. Hip fire quick peeking is really good for gathering information, but if you want to get kills while quick peeking, you want to do ADS quick peeking. Now, you only want to use ADS quick peeking when you're going for kills because it's not as fast, but like I said, you can get kills because you're already scoped in. There's two ways to ADS quick peek. You can either lean change or non-lean change. I prefer non-lean changing when I'm going for kills because my reticle will stay in the same spot. If you do lean change, it can make your quick peeks quicker, but it also changes the position of your reticle, making it harder for you to get kills. Number four, playing smart versus playing slow versus playing based off your aim. Playing slow does not mean you are playing smart. Just because you're last alive and you're outside the building does not mean you are playing smart. Playing smart means you're being efficient with your time. In other words, what are you doing? If you're not doing anything, do something. You do not want to waste your time holding angles, especially if you're on attack. You constantly want to be doing something. You have two drones, use both of them. You have utility, use every bit of it. You make sure you are constantly doing something. You only have 3 minutes to fully clear the map on attack. Make sure you use every second so when you execute, you put your team in the best advantage possible. Playing based off your aim. Even if you have absurdly good aim, playing smart increases your KD and your chance to win. Just because you have good aim doesn't mean you should make a dumb play, because Siege is a one-shot headshot game, which means literally anybody can kill you. They can get lucky and you can die. So you do not want to take ego gunfights in Siege because there is a very high risk you're going to get punished. If you play smart and you go for your free kills, you will increase your chance at winning because you're going to increase your chance at staying alive. And in general, the longer you stay alive, the better your chance, or the better your team has a chance to win. Tip five, watch better players. Now, that does not mean just only watch clip videos. I mean, watch full games, watch pro league games. Just watch the game if you want to get better. Watch what good people do, try to replicate it. Understand what they're doing, though. You don't just want to watch someone do it and then try it yourself without understanding why they're doing it. There is a reason why everything gets done in a pro league game, in a top champ lobby. Things are done for a reason. Understand what is being done, what is being denied, and certain setups require certain things. So if you need a teammate to help out, don't try to do it solo. Make sure you understand what's going on and try to replicate that in your own rank games. Number six, understanding setups. Now, I know this sounds stupid. Basic site setups. Everyone should know this. But most people actually don't understand basic site setups. They make them, but they don't understand what is being done. If you want to put head holes somewhere, that's cool. Understand why you're putting the head holes there. You don't want to just make head holes without understanding the purpose of them, because if you're just making head holes because you see other people doing it, don't make the head holes. You don't understand the point of them. They're not going to benefit you. They're probably going to hurt you. Also, another thing I see is people don't understand the difference between head holes versus footholes. You always want to make head holes if you are playing close to the wall. For example, on Villa statuary site, you want to make head holes on the statue triple wall. On the left side of the wall, you want to make head holes because most defenders cheat off of those head holes or play close to that wall. But in the closet, a lot of people also make head holes there. That's a mistake. You actually want to make footholes there. You want to make footholes if you're far away from the wall and the attackers are close. Now, the reason for this is the closer you are to a wall and the lower the holes are to the wall, the less of a line of sight you're getting. This means that if the defenders are looking into the closet, they can see the attackers, but the attackers can't look out of the closet into sight. This gives defenders a huge advantage because they can see the attackers and they have almost no risk of dying unless they get randomly wallbanged. Now, you can't account for this in Siege, but you give yourself a huge advantage if you make your head holes versus footholes correctly. Number 7, finding your role. If you drone a lot, or if you play slower, or if you like to do make play calls for your team, very slower, more team-oriented roles, play a support character. This does not mean you're a bad player. This just fits you better. If you're a support player, drone in your entry fraggers. Get what needs to be done done. Open the walls. Use your utility, all that stuff. Your job is to do whatever it takes to win. Entry fraggers. Your job is to get entry picks, but that does not mean you just walk in, get 1 kill, and die, or you walk in, get 2 kills, and you die. No, you're going to get kills for your support players. You're going to open the map for them so that they can get the walls open. You need to make sure you're opening the map where they need you to. You don't want to just rat in some random corner, get one, and then be content. You need to open the right areas of the map. If your teammates want to push a certain site, get the entry kills there, hold the position while your support players walk in, get the walls open, and then reassess and go from there. Keep playing with each other. The best way to get better is to play with your team and to make sure you guys are coordinated and doing takes the right way. Number 8, playing for kills versus playing for wins. More kills does not necessarily mean more wins. Yes, most of the time the team with more kills wins, but getting kills is not the way you win Rainbow Six Siege. If you watch really, really good teams win, they can win while being down or neutral on kills in a 4-0, 4-1 fashion because they play the game at a smarter pace. Their kills are 100 times more impactful than the other teams usually. If you watch good teams play, they win rounds flawlessly. They'll win rounds where 4 people alive, 5 people alive, and then sometimes the other team will bait a couple kills back. At that point, those kills don't matter. The round is already won. Make sure you're playing for the win. This means playing for the win means staying alive regardless of how many kills you got. Sure, if you got 2 kills, 3 kills on a round, you want to keep heating up, keep going for more kills. But if you're in a 5-2 advantage, just get the bomb down, hold the angles, win the round. Getting 4 kills in a round and losing, that doesn't mean it's completely on your teammates. You might have overheated and sold on the last kid. Make sure you're staying alive, you're valuing your life, no matter how many kills you got in the round. This is super key in winning. Your life is still super valuable regardless of how many kills you got in the round. You need to stay alive. That is the best way to win a Rainbow Six Siege game. Number 9, cams. Watch cams when you're dead. Set up cams for your teammates to watch. Prep phase drones are a super useful way to preserve map control. For example, if you're playing Canal, a horribly designed map, by the way. If you're playing Canal, you can use 2 drones to completely deny half of the map. If you put a drone on lower bridge and a drone on upper bridge or old and sky bridge, whatever you want to call them, you can deny half of the map in just prep phase by using audio calls. If you hear nobody cross the bridge, you know that they're either on the left side or the right side of the map, depending on which site they went to. Using prep drones can be super useful because instead of clearing out the entire map, you now just cleared this entire half of the map in 5 seconds. You can set up nomads, gridlocks, whatever, and you don't have to worry about that half of the map for the rest of the round. Prep drones are super useful way to conserve map control, especially if you set them up effectively. Now, this isn't just for Canal. You can use this on many, many maps. You can watch staircases. You can do a bunch of different things. If they don't come up the staircase or down the staircase, you know they're stuck on certain floors. Using prep phase drones is super useful in preserving map control. Number 10, improvement. You can never be content with where you are. You can always get better. You can always have better aim. You can always learn more. You can always have better game sense. There's literally no way that you are at the peak of your game where you currently are. You will continuously get better if you put in the time to get better. The metas are always evolving. There's always new players being at the top. You can always continuously get better as long as you sit there, as long as you put in the time and effort to be a better player. Sure, you might have the best aim in your stack. Sure, you might have the best game sense in your stack. Sure, you might have the best aim and game sense in your stack, but you can always be better. You can be an unstoppable force if you want to. You can win solo queue games if you want to, as long as you put the time and effort into being the best. You can be better than you already are. Do not be content with where you currently are. Always be better. And that's it. In conclusion, if you want to be a better Rainbow Six Siege player, you need to focus on these things. These will make you better 100%. I literally guarantee you will rank up from if you're a hard stuck silver, you will get to gold if you just focus on learning these things and making improvements. No matter how small they are, improvements are improvements. You become a better player, I promise. Good luck on your journey.